Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I was just thinking about the following, like a certain thing that I want to share regarding certain words. As many of you that know me already know that I kind of stopped with curse words. It's actually bad language. I'm doing that less and less now. And I've started to use less limiting words as well, as in negative self-talk. That's also one of the big ones, but also limiting self-talk. And now I notice myself in a certain place where I'm thinking about certain words when how to explain this properly. Let me start with an example. The word limitless. This is something that I am using with my branding, with my style, with the whole concept of being limitless. And what I noticed is it just now felt it didn't really feel proper anymore in a certain way. And the reason behind it is it still has that word limit in it. So as we did in the NLP mind, neuro-linguistic programming, there is a saying that the subconscious isn't able to recognize the negative. So limitless still would be understood by the subconscious by limit. And even though it is the no roadblocks, I often have that with coaching as well, or with certain meditations, when they focus upon which which thing is holding you back to achieve your next state, your next solution. And it asks to someone to clarify the roadblock that they are experiencing and that they need to get over, instead of focusing on that end result, on that situation that you want to achieve, and then leading into that. It is a very, very tiny difference, but the value is within those tiny differences. That's the reason behind it. And I haven't done this just yet, but my plan is to actually write down all of these little steps, like what kind of behaviors, what kind of things can we do to change our language in a certain way to make it most impactful or least limiting. I think it's even least limiting. Because in a certain way, it is the more you speak, the more limitation you put on something. And that's a very interesting one. It's something to think about. And especially when you, trouble, how do you say that? Water being trouble, not trouble, but trouble. Um, it's about if the words that you're using are having a negative impact upon your storyline, like that negative charge, that emotional charge. Because everything, that's what I currently believe, so Please listen for insights, don't listen for agreements. The way that I understand it is everything in the world is made out of frequency. And frequency actually means, like literally, as far as I understood from the literature, is the level of vibration that an item holds, or even the body, and that we translate that, we as humans, we as consciousness, into a layer of into an emotional layer. So in a certain way, you can feel if something is a more positive experience compared to a more negative. Because if you're in your own body and you're feeling that state of, sorry, let me check. I really need to. Okay, I need to close it off soon. So if you're feeling down, like you're feeling a little bit depressed, then you're experiencing those negative feelings, what we call negative feelings. But it actually means that your cells inside of your body move less quickly comparison to how they could move. Like if you're experiencing more positive emotions in your life, then your atoms actually move quicker within your body. And so it's kind of like, it's not if you're feeling happy, then your atoms move quicker, but it's if your atoms move quicker, then you are experiencing more positive emotion. And for us as humans, we only see that last part, as we only see that experience, not actually the cells in our body. And that really connects to all of the layers of what I would call that enlightenment journey, to process the traumas that you have inside of you internally, to reduce the resistance that you have stored inside of your body. All of us have stored inside of our body, and processing them, and then leaning into the higher vibration in a certain way. Like the higher vibration is always there. Like it's always the level of like everyone has endless amount of vibration, so you don't force something into a higher vibration, but you're letting go of the resistance so that higher vibration can come true or gets less dampened. Like see it as a sound wave. Like there's so much potential, so much sound going in, and we in our body, like a material, like a foam. The thicker the foam is, the less vibrations actually gets through, and that lower level behind that would be the end result. Like this is what I see happening. That's what I'm experiencing by myself. Like, could be wrong. I'm just me, myself, and I. Um, well, I'm not me, myself, and I. Let me say that differently. It's finding the correct words to explain my feelings. Even though I'm very troubled in the 3D world, like all of the starting, like the beginning. And it's quite funny because I feel the things that I feel like the things that I have most trouble with are very normal for most other people. And that's a very interesting state. Yeah. So that kind of sucks. Good, I have to go. Thank you so much and enjoy.